fellow here in town named Brad Beaton who's willing to teach. He came to see me the other day. So I said, well, okay, all right. And so I called this Brad Beaton and arranged to meet him. And when I arrived there for my first lesson that day with Bradford, he was playing his bagpipes. And that was my road to Damascus, because when I walked in, I heard this sound that was huge. It was big and powerful, and it was in tune. I'm not sure the band started as much as it just sort of coalesced. When Brad was around, we would get together sort of ad hoc, just whenever there was an occasion, a Burns dinner or something. It really coalesced back, I think, around 1999, when Rod Stewart, the rock singer, was going to do a concert at the Coliseum. But sure enough, I got a call one day, say, hey, this is so-and-so, I'm Rod Stewart's road manager, and we need a pipe band for the concert in Columbia 2 nights from now. Well, yeah, okay, we'll do it. You know, $1,500. I'll give you $2,000, just be there. And simultaneous with that, we had met this guy named Danny Skinner at the Presbyterian Church where we used to play at. Danny said he wanted to come play drums, so we were able to pull it together for that occasion. Danny on snare drum, just playing Scotland the Brave, you know, and had another guy who could beat a bass drum and keep a pretty steady rhythm. And we played for Rod Stewart, and that's sort of where we felt like we really came together for the first time, kind of as a band.
We used to meet together, 2 or 3 of us, Brad Beaton, Billy DeBose, another fellow from Charleston, and myself, and maybe a couple of others as well. But essentially I was one of the founding members. So I've been there ever since it was started.
I've loved the pipes since I was this big.
We went to the KC Christmas Parade and saw the band going by in night with all the lights and stuff on them, and I had always wanted to play the bagpipes. My family is Scottish, and my sister was big into it, was going to the Highland Games, and so I looked them up in the phone book and found out they were a teaching band and started taking lessons in 2000 and been with them ever since.
I got started with Palmetto Pipes and Drums because I was in a little group in Augusta, and it really wasn't much of a teaching band. And I decided I wanted to come up here and be with some people that could help me with all the bad habits I got into. And so I started driving from Augusta to Columbia about 3 years ago.
I started teaching also just because I enjoyed it so much. Students, before long we had 10 pipers who themselves were out teaching, and it kind of came together. So teaching has been real important to us, that we keep that tradition going.
Nowhere else can you take such a diverse group of people and make the type of music we're making and have so much fun. So that's what keeps me coming back. Also teaching and motivating youngsters and getting good music out of them is very fulfilling to me. So that's why I join and keep coming back to the band.
Well, that has been the grace of God. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, it's been one of the spiritual lessons for me, is that if you just come, show up, bring what you have to offer and offer it up, other people do the same thing, whether it's their own gifts of being able to play, or maybe it's their kids. They bring them to lessons and keep bringing them, and like you all have done with the Klutes and with the Johnsons, they keep coming, and the kids stick with it because they have the family support to do that. And so it's a wonderful thing. It's been really the future of the band is with these young people. Yeah, they'll move away, they'll go off to college, but maybe they'll come back, or maybe they'll go start a band somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Just keep showing up.
My experience with young people, it's been amazing. I mean, not only can I teach them music, they help teach me too. I love interacting with children, and being able to bring a tradition of piping and drumming to them is, something that I've been wanting to do because it was passed to me. And my dad taught me how to do it, so I felt obliged and honoured to be able to teach children the same thing that I was taught. and I just kind of took it from there.
I formed a under 21 group, and ever since then we've kind of been putting together these small groups for performances with the under 21 groups. So kind of been spearheading that also.
They're a great bunch of people. We have a lot of fun together. It's a good family-oriented organization, and it gets you out into the countryside. You get fresh air and exercise, and I just like playing the pipes, and so that's why I keep coming back.
I just like the crowd. All the people up here are just good people. Our pipe major is dedicated to helping everybody, and he's patient and understanding. And so I just enjoy coming up here and knowing that I'm never going to be a great piper, but I just enjoy being around it all.